So trigonometry is basically applied always in a right angle triangle. Okay, initially let's start with the right angle triangle. Okay, so we have a right angle triangle ABC over here now. Okay, and there is an angle theta. I call angle ACB. I denote this symbol theta. Okay, so in trigonometry, basically we study the ratio of the sides of the triangle. Okay, so we'll try to first understand the ratio of the sides with respect to the angle theta right now. Okay, so with this angle, with respect to the angle theta, now we observe that एक side उसके opposite में, the side AB, and one side is the hypotenuse, right? So the ratio of these two sides, the opposite side and the hypotenuse, this ratio is called as sine theta. So in this case, sine theta will be AB divided by AC. Okay, guys, in the same way, with respect to the angle theta, there is one adjacent side. There are two, of course, but the other one is the largest of the side of the hypotenuse, right? So the ratio of these two adjacent sides, I mean the adjacent side and the hypotenuse, it's called as cos theta. Okay, so here in this triangle, with respect to the angle theta, okay, adjacent side over BC, hypotenuse is AC, so cos theta is BC divided by AC. Okay, same way with respect to the angle theta we are considering right now, theta ke opposite mein side is AB, okay, and the adjacent side is BC, so that ratio we call as tan theta. Tan theta is AB divided by BC. As you can observe, this tan theta will be same as dividing the first two ratios we obtained. Isko divide karo, AC gets cancelled out, we get tan theta, that is sin theta divided by cos theta. Okay, so that is a basic understanding of trigonometric ratios. Okay, जो भी हमने अब तक discuss किया है sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, उन तीनों का we can take reciprocals. Like for sin theta, guys, the reciprocal will be hypotenuse divided by opposite side. For cos theta, it will be hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. And for tan theta, the reciprocal will be adjacent side divided by the opposite side. These three ratios are called as cosec theta. For sin theta, the reciprocal, hypotenuse upon opposite side. Okay, sec theta for the reciprocal of cos. Okay, hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. And for tan theta ka reciprocal, we have cot theta. Cot theta is adjacent side divided by the opposite side. Okay. Now, guys, we have studied the trigonometric ratios with respect to the angle theta over here, right? If ABC is a right angle triangle, guys, this angle is 90 given to us. This angle is theta. In दोनों का sum कितना हो गया? 90 plus theta, right? But we know that for any triangle, guys, any triangle in the world, sum of all the angles is nothing but 180. So ये angle जो होगा, that will be 180 minus 90 plus theta, the first two angles, right? Okay, if you solve this, you will simply get 90 minus theta, isn't it? So there is a third angle here. The measure is 90 minus theta. अब हम क्या करेंगे? We'll write some trigonometric ratios with respect to this angle 90 minus theta. Okay, so guys, with respect to this angle 90 minus theta, the opposite side is BC. Okay, and the hypotenuse is AC, the same, right? So here I can say sine of 90 minus theta is BC upon AC. Same way, the adjacent side will be AB. So the ratio of cos will be 90 minus theta. That is cos of 90 minus theta is AB divided by AC. Okay. And for this angle 90 minus theta, again, the ratio of opposite side to the adjacent side is BC. Adjacent side to the opposite side basically will be cot. Okay. AB divided by BC in this case. यहाँ पे हम क्या observe करते हैं, guys? जो भी sin theta का value था, it was same as cos of 90 minus theta. Right. So we have again cos theta का value है BC upon AC is same as 90 minus theta, sin of 90 minus theta, right? So remember, guys, sin of 90 minus theta is equal to cos of theta, okay? And cos of 90 minus theta is same as sin theta. Same way, you will observe tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta and vice versa. Cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. You can observe the same relationship if you want for sec and cosec also. Cosec of 90 minus theta is sec theta, and sec of 90 minus theta is cosec theta. It makes sense, right, guys? Since the angles are present in the same triangle in this case, okay, एक theta है, दूसरा 90 minus theta है अगर, okay, एक का sin दूसरे का cos ही होगा, एक right, एक का cos दूसरे का sin ही होगा, isn't it? So that's what we call as the complementary angle ratio. Since theta and 90 minus theta are complementary angles, so for complementary angles, sine of the complement is same as the cos of the actual angle. Cos of the actual angle is same as sine of the complement. Okay, likewise. Okay. Now going on further, before going on further, complementary angles are those angles which add up to give you 90 degrees. ये हम पहले सीख चुके हैं, हमने start किया था. Okay, angles, type of angles, right? Okay. So we go on further now. What we'll do is we'll write the Pythagoras theorem for this given triangle, that is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Okay. Now I have three sides, AB, BC, and AC. So I will start by dividing the entire expression, the entire equation by AC square pehle. Okay. When you divide the entire equation by AC square first, you have AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square as equal to 1. But just now we studied thoda der pehle, sin theta was AB divided by AC, right? And cos theta was BC divided by AC. Okay, put in these values, you have sin theta the whole square plus cos theta the whole square is equal to 1. We write this as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay. Same way, guys, you can now start by dividing by BC square. You can divide the entire equation by BC square. So you have AB square upon BC square plus 1 is equal to AC square upon BC square, right? And we know that AB upon BC is nothing but tan theta. Theta के respect में tan हो जाएगा वो, opposite divided by the adjacent. And AC upon BC will be nothing but the hypotenuse divided by the adjacent side, which is the value of sec theta. So we replace them, okay, and we get tan square theta plus 1 is sec square theta. Okay, so let's go on further. The last part is we divide throughout by AB square. And when we do that, we have AB square upon AB square as 1. BC square upon AB square can be written as cot theta. And on the right hand side, AC square upon AB square will be cosec theta, right? So putting the values, we have cosec square theta is 1 plus cot square theta, right? All these three equations are basically called as identities, okay? Because you can take all the trigonometric ratios ka square on the left hand side, everything will be equal to 1. Okay, anything which is equal to 1 is basically an identity, right? So these are called as trigonometric identities. Okay, so we saw the basic definition of trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. We saw the complementary angle ratios. Then we saw the trigonometric identities. Apart from this, I will give you a general list of all the formulae which you will ever come across in trigonometry. So I consider a triangle here, guys, a right angle triangle OAB. As you can see here, it's inscribed in a circle where O is the center of circle. The radius of this circle is basically 1 and the angle AOB is nothing but theta. Okay, this kind of a circle here with the radius 1. Okay, this is called as a standard unit circle. Okay, this circle is the standard unit circle. Okay, why is it called as a unit circle? Because the radius is equal to 1 unit. Okay, as simple as that. This is a standard unit circle. Okay, now guys, यहाँ पे अगर हम trigonometry apply करेंगे, यहाँ पे sin theta basically क्या हो जाएगा? Sin theta will be AB divided by AO, but AO is equal to 1, right? So sin theta is nothing but AB. Similarly, cos theta क्या हो जाएगा? OB. Okay, so if you can observe carefully, guys, the x and y coordinates are nothing but cos theta and sin theta in this case. All right. अब हमें क्या करेंगे, guys? Experimentally, what we do is we take this value as, let's say, theta is, let's say, 30 degrees. Okay, and we draw a right angle triangle, and using a scale you can measure the x coordinate and the y coordinate. You will get the value of sin 30 and cos 30. Okay, sin 30 basically half aata hai and cos 30 aata hai √3/2. Okay, so likewise scientists, and mathematicians, they have actually figured out the values of the sin and cos of some standard angles, 30, 45, 60. Okay, 0, 90, which we'll tabulate right now, and they are supposed to be periodic in nature, guys. For example, जो value आपको sin 30 की आई है, okay, after one complete cycle, that same value will repeat itself. Okay, same goes on with cos also. Okay, they are periodic in nature. So we have the graphs of sin theta and cos theta. Okay, the graph shown above. Okay, this one, the first graph is the graph of y is equal to sin theta. Okay, and the second graph here is y is equal to cos theta. Okay, so both sin and cos theta, guys, have range from -1 to 1. Okay, the domain is all real numbers. You can take any value of theta which you like. Okay, the output will always range from -1 to 1. Okay, the sin, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot values for some standard trigonometric ratios I have listed. ये हमने स्कूल में भी देखा होगा वैसे. The sin, cos, tan. Okay, the value should be known for 0, 30, 60, 45, 90. इनके लिए आपको at least sin और cos साइन और कॉस तो पता होना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट रियली हेल्प्स यू. आपको साइन और कॉस तो पता होना चाहिए फॉर 0, 30 and 45 at least. The first question is for 0 less than theta less than 90, find all the trigonometric ratios if tan theta equals to 1/2. Now, what is the purpose of giving 0 less than theta less than 90, guys? Okay, the purpose of giving you this is because, see, हमने क्या देखा था कि for all the trigonometric ratios, the sine and cos values are periodic, right? तो जो वैल्यू sin 0 की आती है वही sin 180 की भी आएगी, right? Okay, so they are specified कि हाँ multiple values नहीं चाहिए अपने को. We are considering only this part, so you have to consider theta as an acute angle. It's as simple as that. Okay, so when you draw the graph, okay, 0 से लेकर 90 ऐसा कुछ जाएगा, तो ये इस रीजन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Okay, we don't have to think much. All right, so the question is tan theta equals to 1/2. Find all trigonometric ratios. Now this is a very basic question I've taken for reference. And school में हम लोग क्या करते थे, we used to take tan का value as 1/2 and use sec square theta is 1 plus tan square. तो sec निकल जाएगा, वहां से cos निकाल लेंगे उल्टा करके, cos से हम sin निकाल लेंगे, sin से cos से, very lengthy process. Okay, so what I recommend is in all these cases, okay, if you have been given one trigonometric ratio, and you want to find out the value of the other trigonometric ratios, what you can do is you can just plot these values. Okay, tan theta 1/2 bola hai aapko. That means the ratio of the opposite side of theta to the adjacent side should be 1/2, right? So take the opposite side as 1 and adjacent side as 2. By Pythagoras theorem, you can calculate the hypotenuse. Now you have all three sides of the right angle triangle. You can find sine, you can find cos, tan to diya hua hai. You can find cosec, sec, and cot, all the values. Okay, very, very easily. Okay, so again, I would want you to pause the video and try this one out. Cos 1, cos 2, cos 3 into cos 4 up to cos 89. Divide by sine 1 into sine 2 into sine 3 into sine 4 up to sine 89. Okay, please try it out. Okay, so I'm making changes in the denominator for simplicity. You can make changes in the numerator also, right? So यहाँ पे guys sine of 1 दिया हुआ है, right? Sine of 1, can I say this is the same as sine of 90 minus 89? Mathematically it makes no difference. 89 minus 90 minus 89 को हमने 1 लिखा हुआ है या 1 को हमने 90 minus 89 लिखा है, एक ही बात है, right? Similarly, if you have this as 2, sine of 90 minus 88, right? Write the 3 as sine of 90 minus 87. Okay, that's exactly what I'll do for all the values in the denominator. Okay, so see, I've replaced all the angles here. 1 को मैंने लिखा है 90 minus 89, 2 is 90 minus 88, 3 is 90 minus 87, 4 is 90 minus 86, and last angle 89 is sine of 90 minus 1. Okay, but guys, we know that sine of 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. So sine of 90 minus 89 is same as cos 89. Similarly, sine of 90 minus 88 is same as cos 88. Okay, sine of 90 minus 87 is same as cos 87. Okay, that's exactly what we'll do now. We'll replace sine of 90 minus theta with cot theta. Okay, and you can observe all the values will now get cancelled out. The answer will be 1. Let's go on to the next one, guys. If tan square phi minus 1 plus root 3 tan phi plus root 3 is 0, what is the value of phi? Okay. One way to solve this question is you can directly apply the quadratic formula. Okay, put tan phi is equal to x and you will have x square minus 1 plus root 3 into x plus root 3 is equal to 0. Use the quadratic formula minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. You will get x is equal to 1 plus root 3 plus 1 minus root 3 upon 2 or 1 plus root 3 minus 1 minus root 3 upon 2. Okay, in either case, x will be either 1 or x equal to 3 root 3. Now we resubstitute x as tan phi. Okay, so if tan phi is 1, we have tan phi or tan phi is 1 or tan phi is root 3. So if tan phi is 1, phi is 45, and if tan phi is root 3, phi is 60. That's the answer. Theta equals 45 degrees or theta equals to 60 degrees. Right? Okay, but there is a much quicker way than this. Okay, we'll be again using the concept of quadratic equations only. Okay, the simple concept we'll be using is sum of the roots of the quadratic is minus b by a. So given this quadratic, guys, इसका sum of the roots क्या हो जाएगा? Minus of minus 1 plus root 3 upon 1, which is 1 plus root 3. So this 1 plus root 3 is the sum of the roots of the given quadratic. Okay, you can imagine 1 plus root 3 now as tan 45 and tan 60. So the roots are 45 and 60, right? Because tan of 45 gives 1 and tan 60 gives root 3. Sum of these is 1 plus root 3. Right? Okay, let's go on further, guys, to the next question. Cos square 15 plus cos square 30 plus cos square 45 plus cos square 75 plus cos square 90. Okay. अब इनकी तो वैल्यूज हमें शायद पता है from the table we have seen. Okay, the only problem is these two, cos square 15 plus cos square 75. Okay, so what we do to treat them is, guys, we replace the cos 15 by cos of 90 minus 75. Okay, 15 को हमने सिर्फ क्या किया, इस 15 को हमने break किया as 90 minus 75, right? So cos of 15 is nothing but cos of 90 minus 75, right? But we know that cos of 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. So cos of 90 minus 75 can be replaced by sin 75. So whole square becomes sin square 75. Now sin square 75 plus cos square 75 is the trigonometric identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay. And the remaining values, cos theta is root 3 by 2 we put. And cos 45 is 1 by root 3 we put. We square them. We get 4 plus 3 plus 2 upon 4 taking the LCM. And the final answer is 9 by 4.